Hey, how y'all doing? It's your girl, Dee Dee Legette, aka the Core Queen. I am back on another episode of the Core Queen podcast, and I have an amazingly famous guest.
Okay.
DJ Chuck T.
Okay. All right. I like that intro. Amazingly famous. I like them words.
I'm so happy to have you.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
I mean, why not? Who don't know DJ Chuck T?
I don't know, man. You know, there's a lot of people who have been living under a rock for the last 20 years.
Look, it was funny because when I sent my your picture to my media group to do a flyer, the guy was like, "Damn, South Slang and Chuck T."
Yeah, yep. From the mixtapes, man. You know, that was really how I got my name and got my credibility and my recognition from the mixtape game.
He started screenshotting. He was like, "I got this one." I was like, "Oh, you really know Chuck T?" He was excited.
Yeah, so, no cap, as Atlanta people say. No cap.
Listen, so y'all, if y'all don't know who DJ Chuck T is, I'm gonna give y'all this amazing bio that he has because he kind of like that guy. You know, so we're gonna let y'all know, let the people know who he is. DJ Chuck T is hailed as a pioneer and trailblazer in the Carolina hip hop music scene. After starting his journey in the music industry in 1998 as a recording artist, DJ Chuck T released an album entitled 843 Baller. Okay.
Yep.
You was an 843 Baller?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, come on now. Underneath the name Priest. He must have been preaching then. Okay. And he quickly gained notoriety in the South Carolina music scene. Before hanging up his mic in 2001, he worked with notable Southern artists such as Pastor Troy. Everybody know Pastor Troy.
Everybody know
that
Troy.
Guy.
Everybody.
3-6 Mafia. And he gained the interest of then Epic Records A&R Joe Serini.
Yep.
For the next 2 years, Chuck T tried his hand at producing, engineering, and artist management before he finally landed a job at local Charleston radio station Hot 98 as a production assistant. Well, you was out there grinding.
Look, grinding, getting it in. You know, you got to find your way sometimes.
Listen, these folks don't know nothing about that these days. I'm just saying, they want the easy way.
So, God, we'll get to that though. We'll get to that.
While working at the radio station, he picked up an interest in the DJing, and eventually he bought a pair of turntables and fell in love with the art form.
Yep.
He began making mixtapes, DJing parties, and was featured on BET's Rap City and MTV's Mixtape Mondays on numerous occasions. Since 2003, DJ Chuck T has won more than 35 plus awards for DJing, and his critically acclaimed Down South Slangin' mixtape series is considered a staple in the Southern hip hop community. After 20 plus years in the music industry, DJ Chuck T still actively DJs and he breaks records.
Yes,
he ain't just DJing your bar mitzvahs, okay? He breaking records. In 2019, he founded the Foundation of Music. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Sign up.
Please do.
Y'all dumb. I'm sorry. Which helps aspiring artists learn the music business. In 2021, he signed a contract with the Charlotte Hornets to organize and host the NBA's first ever, not second, not third, first ever music industry night. DJ Chuck T, aka the most powerful man in Carolina music.
Yeah.
Welcome.
We got that right.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty accurate. I probably need to update my bio. I got a few more accolades I need to add to that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Don't little him, okay? Do not little him.
No, Big Chuck. Big Chuck all the way. Big Chuck. Big Chuck T.
Look, speaking of Big Chuck, how did you come up with the name Chuck T?
So, like you said in the bio, I didn't really get into the game as a DJ. I came into the game, or the music industry, as you want to call it, as an artist. So my name was Priest. And when they used to call me priest because I used to bless the mic. You know what I'm saying? I used to bless the mic.
Come on and bless the mic. I wasn't ready.
So that's why they called me priest. So once I made my transition into DJing, I didn't have a DJ name. I was just DJing a little hole in the walls, little bars, lounges. You know, I'm from South Carolina, so you know, little backwoods spots with, you know, they frying chicken in the club. You got roosters in the club.
The best spots, though.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, by far. You know, that I used to be able to get in my bag and really, really DJ. And thank God for those spots, because that's how I was able to sort of get my music knowledge up. Okay. Because I would have to DJ for people my age. And, you know, at the time I was maybe like 23, 24. But then I would have to DJ for the old heads too. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is how I built up my music catalog, built up my music knowledge. But I didn't have a DJ name at the time. I was just, you know, playing some music. I was just DJing. I wasn't even really sort of taking it too seriously. So they just used to call me Chucktown, because I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. So they would pick up the phone. Hey, Chucktown, what you doing tonight? Come drive 3 hours over here and DJ for $50 and it will give you free liquor all night, you know. But that's what I had to do to get in the game. So I used to do it. And once I started really getting a name and really in my opinion getting some notoriety, I had to come up with a DJ name, because they went from me just being somebody they call last minute to actually being a name on the flyer. Now I'm in a feature. You know, I'm not opening up for anybody. Now I'm a name. So they're asking me, what name do you put on the flyer? Okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I was like, hey, real quick, like, look, just put Chuck T. Y'all already calling me Chucktown. So we'll just shorten it up to Chuck T. Put the DJ in front. Now it's DJ Chuck T.
Wow. How organic is that?
Super organic. That really was organic. I fell into that.
That's, you know? What's up. Okay.
Definitely fell into that.
So what made you pivot from being the artist to the DJ?
I got tired of lying on records. You know, a lot of these artists, they will look seriously though. A lot of these artists, they get on the records and they just lie. The whole 16 bars just be lying. The hook be lying. The ad libs, it just lies. Like they talk about drugs they never sold, people they never killed. You know what I'm saying? Women they never slept with. You know, cars they never drove, jewelry they never had. And I just wasn't raised like that. So I eventually got to a point where I said, you know what, this is just too much. I never ever moved a kilo of cocaine, but I'm on the records acting like I sold a kilo of cocaine. You know what I'm saying? I did my thing, a little pound of weed here, pound of weed there, but never no Pablo Escobar type numbers like I was talking about in my music. And like I said, it just didn't sit well with me. I have a conscience. You know, a lot of these people, they say, oh, it's entertainment. But I understand the power of words. So even if it is entertainment, you know, the imagery that you're putting out there. And I just didn't feel comfortable, you know, just making up so much of my lifestyle, you know, and putting it on records. So I tried my hand at a lot of different things. I tried my hand at, because I knew I wanted to be involved with music. I've been involved with music my whole life. So I tried my hand at production, management, artist management, ran a label for a second, worked in the studio. I mean, the list went on and on and on and on and on. Like I literally have been on every last single side of the mic, the business side and in front of the mic, even production. So I ended up doing a lot of local shows, because as an artist, especially back then, we talking about 98, 99. There wasn't any talent showcases. Now, you know, you can toss a penny in the air and come down, you hit a talent showcase, or artist showcase. Back then, there wasn't really much of anything. So I started doing showcases, not just for the artists, but for the producers as well, for the music community back home, because we needed something. We needed a place to sort of showcase our talent, showcase our skills, network, promote. And I used to be in the radio station all the time buying ads. You know, this is before social media. So we had to really, really buy ads from the radio station. We bought TV ads from Comcast or Time Warner, put ads in newspapers, all that. We did the old school with hand out flyers. Nowadays, you'd be like, hand out flyers? Oh my God, you want me to hand out a flyer? You know, but I was in the radio station so much buying ads, not just for my shows, but for my mixtapes, because I was doing mixtapes at the time as well, that they offered me a job. So my first job in radio was at ad sales.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't even as an on-air personality or as a DJ. It was in ad sales. And we had a young man who was in production, and he just started getting swamped with work. And I don't know if you know anything about radio ads, but if you're a salesperson and you go and you get somebody to buy a radio ad, you have to wait on the production team to make the ad, to cut the ad.
Okay.
So my clients used to call me and say, hey, my ad was supposed to air tonight. I didn't hear it. And I would call down the production. Oh man, we backed up, this, that, and other. So they just started really, really messing up my money so bad because people paid for ads. They want to hear the ads, that I started making my own ads.
Oh, so that's how you got into the
So the general manager, the general manager of the radio station heard a different voice doing ads on the radio. He said, "Who is that?" They said, "Oh, that's the salesperson." He does his own ads because production takes forever. And that's when the general manager of the radio station, his name was Cliff Fletcher, rest in peace. He moved me over to production. He said, "You know what? You can still sell ads, but we need you in production." And I was in production probably about 6-7 months. And I ended up having a colleague of mine who was on the radio. He got suspended. Don't want to talk about what he did, but he ended up getting suspended. Nobody wanted to fill in for him on air. So you know me, I took advantage of the opportunity. I raised my hand. I said, look, I don't really know much about what's going on back here behind this computer, but I learned quick, put me on the air. And they put me on the air, killed it. But that's when I realized that the radio hosts and personalities can't touch the playlist. The people who really have control over the playlist are the mixers, the people who actually come in and mix, the actual DJs. And that's when I bought me some turntables, taught myself how to DJ. And another situation came about where they needed a mixer. I raised my hand. Hey, put me on the air, bro. Put me on the air. And they put me on the air, and I bombed. I tanked.
You bombed?
Horrible. It was horrible. It was horrible. I know you thought I was about to say I killed it. No, I did not kill it. It was I did kill it, but not in a good way. It was bad. It was bad.
Why was it so bad?
Man, look, next question, please.
Oh my God.
No, it was bad. It was bad, but fast forward, fast forward 20 years, man. God is good. I say I'm one of the best in the game right now, whether it be parties, whether it be weddings, whether it be bar mitzvahs, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I can really get in there. But, the fact that I bombed made me go back in the studio, made me go back in my bedroom and really, really, really work on my DJing as a skill, as an art form, like my song selections, everything, my transitions, my drops, my liners, how I speak on the mic. Like it really, really amped me up because boy, they was roasting me. It was bad. It was bad.
Dang.
It was bad.
Okay.
It was bad.
Well, since you were an artist, how, in your opinion, has the music industry changed since you were an artist till now?
Oh, by far, it has changed a lot. You got to remember, we had no social media back then.
Right.
I got in as social media was, or not even social media, but as the internet was starting to become prominent. So it was a lot of footwork. It was a lot of leg work. It was a lot of money. There was none of these in-home studios. You couldn't just, put 1,500 up and build your own studio back then. You had to have some real paper because you recorded on real equipment. There was no cheap, all-in-one consoles and all-in-one units. It took some money. You know what I'm saying? And it not only took money to actually be able to rap, or just do music in general, but then to get your name out there, you had to put in that work in the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, we used to have to pass out flyers. You used to have to go to all the football games, this high school football games, college football games. You used to have to go to all of the malls, and there wasn't no, I'm gonna just hop on social media, make a post, and then hit boost post,
right?
Or go on YouTube and hit run ads. Like, it was not that easy. We had to get out there. We had to shoot commercials, No iPhones. You had to have the real big, the cameras. Yeah, the camcorders. You know, and then we would send them over to Comcast and Time Warner, put them on TV. But the game wasn't as crowded.
I was gonna ask you that. It wasn't as saturated.
It wasn't as saturated. So you were respected. Nowadays, you know, if you say you're a rapper, people don't even respect you.
Nope. They like,
yeah, women definitely turn up their face. God, exactly. But back then, I used to be like, yo, I'm a rapper. And they would, you know, be like, I want to suck you off right now. Right now. Especially because we had real CDs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I got something to actually show for it.
Yeah.
Nowadays, people just say, oh, I'm a rapper. They be like, well, what you got on? They don't have nothing. They don't have a CD, a flyer, a poster.
YouTube. You got
exactly. You want to go on YouTube? Oh, let me see your phone. I'm gonna take you. So yeah, back then you got real respect, especially if you know you had real live product. Absolutely. But the game is has definitely changed. A lot of people would say that there was more money in it back in the day, but there's more money in it now.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like easier. I think because you can.
I wouldn't say it's easier. It's more spread out, but but I mean the competition is what doesn't make it easier, but it's easier to get it. Yeah. But it's just you gotta fight through the noise. You gotta fight through the 10,000 rappers.
Oh my God.
But there's a million ways to get money now. Back in the day, it was literally just, you know, I'm gonna make a CD, put it out and sell it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was it. Like rap was not prominent. You wasn't getting on, you know, commercials. They wasn't using our money, using our music in commercials like that. They weren't using our music in movies like that. Even major brands, they weren't using our music for major brands and clothing lines, and you weren't getting no sponsorships. Like it was hard. You know what I'm saying? It was hard, but it was easier to count back then. Yeah. It was easier to count.
I think what you saying that the folks that are in the game now don't appreciate that.
Oh no, they definitely don't.
It's like y'all so lazy. Understand what had to happen for y'all to get to this?
They super lazy. They don't appreciate it. They and you can tell just by the way they carry themselves. You know, it's arrogance out the gate. No accomplishments, but you super arrogant. Like I can literally go to your Spotify monthly listeners and you have less than 2,000 monthly listeners, but you walk around the city like people owe you something.
Yeah, like only because you got social media and it looks
exactly
you doing something. Yeah, just made a post the other day. Can we be winning in real life, not just on social media?
Exactly. Nah, you're correct.
Oh, child. Ooh, Lord.
Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying?
This is probably one of the questions that everybody wants me to ask you. Or the next few questions, actually.
Okay.
So what is your assessment of the Carolina music scene?
My assessment is it's a growing music scene, but we still are a consumer market and not a producer market.
Great answer.
So
not expecting that.
Because this is because I am tapped in with the industry, because I do communicate with the labels and the streaming platforms and the people who are actually, in charge of the music and the business. The Carolinas is the place where records get broken. This is the place where artists are broken. This is the place where a lot of the groundwork, the legwork, the footwork, the foundations are laid for artists to be successful. The Carolinas have the highest concentration of urban AC and R&B radio stations. Highest concentration in one area. We have the biggest military bases, and we have the most HBCUs. That makes it extremely easy for people who know the business, know the game, and are ready to do the work to break. That's how I broke. I'm from a military town.
Right.
I used to get my mixtapes and go on the military bases, make sure that I get them to all the soldiers, and man, boom. Next thing you know, I got people calling me from Guam, Taiwan, China, you know what I'm saying, the Philippines. Everybody is all these soldiers are taking my CDs to all these different places. And I had a Chinese distributor back when I was really, really moving mixtapes. They used to buy 3,000 mixtapes from me a month.
Oh wow.
Yep, it was a Chinese distribution company. They would
Wow.
buy 3,000 mixtapes a month. But HBCUs as well. I stayed on college campuses. People used to think I actually went to HBCU. There's people who still think I go to I went to HBCU or I'm an HBCU alumni, but I'm not. I just used to live on campus selling mixtapes. But I took advantage of all that, and that's why, I feel like I was successful because I was extremely analytical. But everybody sees that as far as on the outside looking in, especially the Atlanta artists. They see that and they come here and they take advantage of it. But our artists don't even care to look and see what's going on around them. You know what I'm saying? Like, our artists are so focused on what's going on outside of the Carolinas that everybody else is focused on what's going on here, and they're taking advantage of it. But we're not taking advantage of the gold mine that we have right here. You have artists that will be virtual nobodies, right? Virtual nobodies. And they'll hook up with a few promoters. They'll get them a nice little, record buzzing in Atlanta or buzzing in New York or buzzing in Miami. And then they'll come here and they'll go to Charlotte, Greenville, South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, Raleigh, Fayetteville, Wilmington, Greensboro, North Carolina, and then they'll come right back and do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see artists like Big Boogie in them, the Migos when they first came. Like, you like, man, he's just do they live here? Like, they're literally here every 60 days.
Yeah.
And it's because so many artists understand the Carolinas is a gold mine. I'm trying to think who just did, I think Bossman D-Lo. So Bossman D-Lo is one of the hottest new artists out right now.
Okay.
They asked him on the Big Facts podcast what area shows the most love to him, and he said the Carolinas.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Waka Flocka said the same thing years ago. What area shows you the most love? The Carolinas. They asked Coach K&P from Quality Control, what area do y'all go to break records first? They say the Carolinas. Everybody comes here first.
So what's up with the artists here? Why
they're too busy looking at everything else around them, and they're not looking right here. They see what's going on in LA. They see what's going on in New York. They see what's going on in Memphis. They see what's going on in Miami. They see what's going on in Houston, and that's where they want to be at. And they don't understand that all those artists are coming here and they're going on tours and they're basing their tour around the Carolinas. They're either kicking it off here, they're using the Carolinas as a launch pad, or they're finishing the tour here so that they can finish strong. But you got to think, whenever we have HBCU homecoming, none of our artists, none of them spend any money to promote during the biggest homecomings in the world. Really, HBCUs, because HBCUs are really only here in the Southeast. So yeah, they skip over all that. They skip over Johnson C. Smith. They skip over A&T, which is the dumbest move ever. You know what I'm saying? They skip over Livingstone. They skip over Benedict College in South Carolina. They skip over South Carolina State. I mean, the list goes on and on. St. Augustine's, Fayetteville State. They skip over all of them. You go to any of those homecomings, you don't see any of our artists there taking advantage of the hundreds of thousands of people that they should be taking advantage of. But you know who do be there? Atlanta artists. The New York artists, the Memphis artists.
Yeah.
That's who be right there. The Houston artists, they be right there, front and center. We don't take advantage of any of the tools that we have to be successful. Even when you talk about radio, like I said earlier, the Carolinas has the highest concentration of urban AC and R&B stations in the country. That means you don't have to drive, all the way to the other side of the state to have another radio station that can possibly play your music. Even here in Charlotte, you got Power 98, you got Streets 94, and you got 102.5 The Block. We got 3 urban stations right here.
Right.
Most cities don't even have that. Most cities don't have that. And we're talking about major cities. Most major cities got 1 urban station and they control it all. They may have 2, but you have to be in New York or LA or one of those places. But Charlotte is lucky enough to have 3 urban stations. But then when I talk to these artists, they don't even have clean music.
Oh man. Oh God.
Like you swear you got the hottest record, you swear you got a hit. You don't even have it clean to take advantage of the radio. Like they really just want to be Instagram famous. They don't want to be famous.
I believe that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Or they don't want to be rich. They want to be famous, but they don't want to be rich. You know what I'm saying? They want to be famous. They want to be able to go to the club and look good and get a free bottle and a hookah.
They want to be popular.
That's fine. They want to be popular. You know what I'm saying? They want to be popular.
Yeah.
That's their currency. And in some cases, being popular can turn into money.
Yeah.
But our artists don't do it.
No.
Our artists don't turn it into money.
No. So you're saying that, okay, so if an artist, let's say that's their way, they popping.
Okay.
In the sense of popularity in this area. How long should that popularity last before it starts to turn into something else?
50 Cent said something a while back in an interview, and he said, if your image is your biggest asset, you're gonna end up doing some whole shit.
Oh God.
All right.
I wasn't ready.
If your image is your biggest asset, you're gonna end up doing some whole shit. And that's typically what happens here. They focus on their image so much in the popularity that when the popularity starts to fizzle out, they start feeling like they're worthless. So now they about to go do some whole shit thinking they about to get some more popularity. You know? And as long as they can do some bullshit, as long as they can do some whole shit, as long as they can clown on the internet, and I always tell people, are they laughing with you or are they laughing at you?
Right.
All right. You may have gotten the likes, you may have gotten the engagement on the post, but are people laughing with you or are they laughing at you? You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do with those likes and the engagement? Can you sell anything off of that like and engagement? Is it driving people to go stream your music? Does it make people want to book you? Does it make people want to buy merch? You know what I'm saying? So if you putting your child on the internet doing the cussing challenge, you know what I'm saying, where they put them in the bathroom and close the door and be like, all right, you can curse just this one time.
Right.
Okay, cool. You put your child out there, got your child looking goofy because that stuff never gets erased. So 30 years from now, when your child has graduated from college and they want this very, very good, high paying job, you know, and people start scrubbing the internet, looking for or searching the internet because you can't scrub it all. You know, it's still going to be something up there. Right. Now they see your child at 7 years old saying all type of wild shit on the internet. You're not thinking about that. You just want your popularity, the likes and engagement to go up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But now I see that as somebody like me, I already know you willing to do some whole shit. If you're willing to put your kid on the internet and look stupid and curse and look disrespectful and look like they ain't got no home training and looking like you a bad parent, if you're willing to sacrifice how people see you just for likes and engagement, now that makes me not even want to fuck with you, because at the end of the day, if your appearance or if your image is your biggest asset, you gonna do some whole shit.
Goodness gracious. Woo, child. Well, that was a word.
I mean, I'm just being honest.
Because I'm literally thinking like, okay, thinking about stuff on social media. I'm like, when I see somebody like, okay, they've been quiet a little while, and then they pop up and they do something, like, well, damn, you had to do all that?
Yeah, they had to.
Shit.
Because the music isn't carrying over. When the music starts down, so they do the whole shit to get attention. It may carry over into the music. But if you're not consistent with the music and you're not consistently doing something creative to keep the music out there, if you're not constantly creating content based around the music, if you're constantly not trying to spread your music, eventually it's going to fizzle out. The music is the only thing that matters at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? How is me putting my child on the internet, cursing, getting me any type of shows? How is it driving people to stream my music?
Right. The dots ain't connecting, baby.
The dots don't connect. and they don't think like that. They're not thinking everything has to convert.
Right.
Everything you do should in some way, shape, or form convert.
Yeah.
It should convert. It should turn over. it should, in some way, shape, or form, it should pay off. How does it pay off in the long run?
Yeah.
How is this content? Because nowadays people just feel like, oh, I gotta create content.
Right.
But you gotta create meaningful content.
Make it make sense.
Make it
Please
make sense.
make it make sense. Oh God. Yeah. So this question, I think, is going to probably. I hope you answer the question.
Okay.
Actually.
All right.
So if a major label gave you the power to sign 3 artists from the Carolinas, who would those 3 artists be?
In all honesty, I don't feel like there are any artists right now on my radar that are ready for a major label.
Really? Nobody in the whole Carolinas?
I don't feel like there's anybody who is ready for a major label.
No.
We have a lot of artists that are ready for some partnership deals. We have a lot of artists that are ready for developmental deals. We have a lot of artists that are extremely talented. We have a lot of artists that work hard. Unfortunately, they don't coincide with each other. Like the ones that are talented don't work hard. The ones that don't, the ones that do work hard aren't talented. You're not gonna get both. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna get both. Damn. You're not gonna get both. You gotta pick and choose. So we have a lot of artists that can be developed. We have a ton of people that can be developed into the type of artist that a major label could come and really invest in. But I feel like right now we don't have any that are on my radar that a Universal could sign.
Okay.
Or that a Epic Records could sign.
So
I don't. We have some that a lot of these smaller developmental labels could definitely pick up and work with and maybe groom them into being artists that a major label would sign. But I feel like nobody has that full complete package as of yet.
So what does the full complete package look like?
So a full complete package would be a Drake type artist.
Well, damn.
All right, a Drake type. That's what but that's what I mean. A Drake type artist. Drake naturally didn't start off as big as he is,
right?
But he had the versatility.
Okay.
As far as his rap style went, he sang and he rapped.
Okay.
All right. He still sings and raps. And he's dibble and dabbled into a lot of different subgenres as well. People always say, oh, he's trying to make reggaeton and reggae and Afro beats and all that. As an artist, you're supposed to try new things, whether it works or not. So, it is what it is, but you're supposed to try. So that talent, that artistry, we don't have the artists who are ready to take those risks. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a major label looks for, because right now, the 360 deal is all that major labels are giving. It's rare that they give out a traditional deal.
Okay.
So a 360 deal means that a label will not just invest in your career on all aspects, but they'll groom you in all aspects of your career. And that's acting. That they're actually trying to turn you into a brand. So it's not just the music. They're trying to make you cross over genres. So if you start off as a rapper, they're trying to actually groom you to be more than just a rapper. You may, go out here and collab with some country singers, some pop singers. So you got to not just have the voice for that or the talent for that, but you got to have the look for that. They try to get you in the movies, get you in the commercials so that major brands will work with you. They try to partner you up with the NFL and the NBA and things of that nature so that, you can tap into all of those different aspects. Then they try to get you to write for other people and write for other brands. So when you look at that and you say, who in the Carolinas would be able to do all of that effectively? You have some that can do a little bit,
like parts of it, pieces,
exactly. But you have to look at it, and this isn't like a shot at the artists here, because you got to think there was an article that Billboard magazine, and they said there hasn't been a major rap or R&B superstar made in the last 4 years. Think about it. We've had a lot of small successful artists, but we haven't that nobody has been able to become a Drake. There hasn't been a Drake that has come from anywhere.
You're right.
So it's not even so much as like me trying to shit on my people here in the Carolinas. No place has been able to produce a mega superstar that a major label would come and really put a huge bag behind.
Okay.
So I feel like as an artist, if you are looking at your career, and this is something when I consult with a lot of artists, I always ask them, what does success look like to you? Because you can be a Drake and be successful. You can also be a Young Dolph and be successful.
Right.
Both of them are millionaires. Yeah, Young Dolph didn't have a whole 757 jet, but he did have a fleet of 15 cars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He may not have had a 30,000 square foot ranch with 4 different houses on it, but he did have a 12,000 square foot house, which is huge. You know what I'm saying? So you have to sit back and think, what type of music do I make? Do I make the type of music that could possibly get me performances overseas and get artists who do international music to want to collaborate with me? No, I don't make that type of music. So you're not going to get there. Do I make the type of music that would make the NBA or the NFL want to partner with me? No, you don't. Do I make the type of music that would make Kellogg's want to use my music in a cereal ad, or make Revlon want to use my music in a makeup ad? You know what I'm saying? Or make Fabletics want to use my music in a athletic wear ad. A lot of artists don't make that type of music.
So do you think, so you said that there are some artists here that can do, I guess, bits and pieces, or even so, like I guess Young Dolph was like a part of like an independent label, maybe.
So yeah, he was independent, but he had help from a semi-major label. But a lot of artists, and I've even talked. So Young Dolph had help from Empire.
Okay.
And I've talked to Empire. I've had Empire execs come here for my Hornets Music Industry Night. I've had artists take meetings with Empire Records executives, and they've said the same thing. Like, they good, but you got to remember, if you sign with Empire, we can help you, but you got to be sort of self-contained. So Dolph was self-contained. He had the street executives. He had Paper Route Empire. He had a staff. He had a team. So even the artists that we have here, that would be a good fit, they don't have a staff. They don't have a team. They're sort of out here on their own. And, when you deal with deal with a label like an Empire, which is a developmental label that can upstream you to a major, they look for stuff like that. So now you sitting back like, man, I got their attention, but they have a very limited staff. They have the resources, but I gotta have a staff, and I gotta put up the majority of the money.
Okay.
And that's where they lack at. They don't have the help, or they say the help. They don't have the staff, and then they don't have the money. So they can have the talent. They can have the talent and the work ethic, but they ain't got the staff, and they ain't got they ain't got the money to employ a staff.
This is so enlightening.
Yeah, so artists, artists have to think about this stuff. They sit back and they say, oh, Chuck T and No Limit Larry and, King Carter, Arnold, and, they name all of the people who are successful here in the city. Even the people out in Raleigh, they say, oh, Brian Dawson and all them, they be hating on the artists. They be gatekeeping. They don't want to put us in the game. They don't want to sign us. They don't want to introduce us to the record executives. And a lot of times, because we are inside and we know who these people are and we know what they're looking for, and we know you don't fit the criteria, why would we even set not just ourselves up for failure, but set you up for failure as well?
Yeah. I agree. And, because I would come from a standpoint of an investor, and I'm asking, what would I invest in? And
how am I going to get my money back?
Well, shit.
That's the that's the main thing. And I hear that a lot too. Like, man, big bro, I just need an investor, big bro. So, man, I know the niggas who got some paper, big bro. Big bro, I know, put me, this the main one. Man, I see you be fucking with 10 Boss. Put me down with 10 Boss, big bro. I know big bro, he hear me. He can get me on them shows. Big bro got a bag. He can put the bag behind me. Put me down with Arnold, big bro. Arnold Taylor got the bag. He got this. Man, put me down with these niggas. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking and I'm saying to myself, like, how am I going to explain to him, or the artist, whoever is telling me this, how am I going to explain to him that he ain't making enough money for a nigga to put up 50,000, 100,000, 250,000, because they just feel like they're going to make people $1 million.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Man, be it, bro. I swear to God, be it, bro. Put me in the game, big bro. I'm gonna make you $1 million, my nigga. Boy, I got 150 songs in the studio right now, big bro. I what big bro, but put me on, bro. Plug me with your niggas, big bro.
Listen.
And I just sit back and I let them finish. I let them cook, as they say. Like, I'm gonna let you cook. And then I tell them, like, bro, hold on, what's your Spotify? I go to Spotify. But you got 600 monthly listeners. You know what I'm saying? Like,
numbers don't lie.
Yeah, like you got 6. Let me go on your YouTube. And I go on the YouTube. You barely got 1,000. You really don't even have 1,000 subscribers. So how are these people supposed to get their money back if they give you $100,000 or if they put $100,000 into your career?
You're not putting it in yourself.
Exactly. You're not showing me how they would benefit. So why would I even pick up the phone and call a Tim Boss or call a Arnold Taylor and say, boy, I got somebody here. They just need an investor, bro.
Everybody needs an investor.
Everybody needs an investor. They have no idea about an ROI. What is the return on investment, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like the one way to get an investor is to show people you're making money. Yeah. Show people you're making money. Yeah. Because same thing with the major labels. If the major label sees that you're making $3 million a year on your own, they know that they can turn that into $300 million. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
They ain't even making $3,000 a year.
They're not even making $3,000 a year off of it. And that's real shit.
And I'm being serious because I know.
Yeah, no, I mean, because you've done management, you've been around here, you've done showcases and been around for a second. You know what I'm saying?
And the bad thing is that, like, you feel bad because they're so passionate about it, but I can't. What you want me to do? Like, I can't.
Exactly. I can't force people to listen to your music.
And you got to invest in yourself.
You got to. And then I feel like another huge issue is a lot of artists here don't think long term.
No.
They don't think long term. They think right now. When they bring up all of this Atlanta and Memphis and all that, they genuinely feel like these artists blew overnight.
Yeah.
And these artists did not blow overnight.
Yeah.
They put years of work in. We just saw them whenever they were at, so if you look at it from a 0 to 60 and a 60 to 100, they did 0 to 60 in Atlanta. And then 60 to 100, they did here in the Carolinas.
Right.
But they already had the motion.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So for y'all feel like, yeah, they just blew up out of nowhere. There, man, I found out about that nigga 6 months ago, and now he performing at the Super Bowl, or he doing this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
No, it does not work like that.
No.
And these artists will drop records or drop projects, push them for 2 months, and then voila, they're gone. You know what I'm saying? They put so much money into the first 60 days that after 60 days, they don't have no more money. They don't have no more ideas for content. They don't have no more will, drive. And then the next thing you know, everybody's hating on them. That's their first excuse.
Yeah.
They don't really understand, like, man, you're supposed to pace yourself. All right, pace yourself. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint.
And I don't know if it's a Carolina thing because I'm not from here, but a lot of them individual, like they don't have like a team, like you said earlier, or it's not like a banded effort around here. It's like every man for themselves.
And the thing with that is, and the baby sort of showed us a different type of way to do things. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. So if I'm an artist and I want you to manage me, and I'm sure you've heard this, you've probably experienced it, you've been around it. If I want you to manage me or be my personal assistant or, work with me or work for me, you have to be able to pay people, or else you're only going to get them during their spare time. So when these artists say, "B, bro, I need a manager, bro. I feel like if I had a manager, I could just be so much further." I tell them, "What you gonna pay a manager?"
Now I need a drink.
It's like, what are you gonna pay the manager? You ain't got no show money. You barely have any money coming in off of streams. You're not really doing no features. You have no brand partnerships or endorsements. So how's the manager supposed to get paid their 20%? So now you want people to work for free. Nobody's working for free. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's working for free. Or the people who you can get to work for you for free, they can only work for you in their spare time. They don't make no money off you, so they got to work a full-time job. They got kids, they got a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or a husband or a wife. You know what I'm saying? They got things that they want to do, their dreams, their aspirations, their responsibilities. So they're not going to be able to dedicate too much to you without some type of compensation.
Yeah.
But what the baby was able to do is he said, "Okay, I will give all of you all a piece of my company. I will start $1 Billion Baby, and me and all my homies and all my childhood friends, we gonna start an LLC together, and that way y'all will share in my success." So granted, don't have a lot to give right now,
Right.
But if we on this paperwork and we got an operating agreement and we all on this train together, we all out here passing out flyers together and putting stickers on cars and on the street signs and the stop signs and on the speaker or the voice box or the speaker at the drive-through. That's my main thing. I always put a stick on Chuck T stick on the speaker at the drive-through. If we're all out here doing this together, and then we all do shows together, we all invest and we all bust the money down. Now people feel like I have something that I'm gonna be rewarded for my effort.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you blow up, I blow up with you.
And I think the difference there too is that the baby had people that was actually willing.
Exactly. They all weren't trying to be artists as well.
That part.
That right there is also. You got people like TG, who is totally fine with being a manager.
Right.
You got people like Prince, who is totally fine with being his security.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he has people who are totally fine playing roles. They do not want to be rappers as well.
Yeah. And you have to be a likable person.
You do.
People have to want to be around you and want to work with you and work for you in order for that to work as well.
Exactly. Especially if you ain't paying nobody.
Ooh, child.
You know what I'm saying? If you paying somebody, people will stick around and let you treat them like shit as long as that salary is up there. But when the salary ain't up there, you can't make too many demands. You know what I'm saying? You can't make too many demands if you're not paying nobody. You got to be extremely nice to your staff.
The audacity be out of this world.
Be out of here. Out of here. I see it all the time.
Well, I want to talk about the Reverb music review.
Let's do that.
Chuck T has a live music review where he has people send their music into him and he judges. No, he don't judge them.
Yeah, you can say that. I guess you say that.
You explain it. You explain it.
So one thing that I have seen over the years is that artists will have amazing records and they won't push them. Or they'll have trash records that'll try to hop out there with the trash records and the records won't go anywhere. And when you start talking to the artists about why they made the decision to go with certain records, they say, "Oh, my homie said this one was hot. My mom said this one was hot. My girlfriend said this was hot. Or I like it." You know what I'm saying? But the industry has a totally different feel or a totally different ear about music than you do because you're not experienced. All right, you're the artist, so you're gonna like everything you put out.
Right.
All right. If you make a record today, you're gonna love that record. You go in the studio, you make a record tomorrow. That record is better. Oh, this boy, you gotta hear this shit I did today, though. You know what I'm saying? But you may have a hit sitting in the vault that you feel like is old to you because you made it 2 weeks ago. And then your mom, your sister, your cousin, your homies, none of them are DJs. None of them are radio personalities. None of them are record reps. None of them work for labels. They have no idea what can work and what doesn't. They say, "Oh, I like it." And then if they like you, if you're a family, they're always going to try to shelter your feelings, or they're going to be jealous and they're going to tell you that the record that's hot isn't hot. So I know the business. I've been in the business 20 years. I've helped damn near every last single hip hop and R&B artist who's come out in the last 15 years in some way, shape, or form, get their music out there. I know what's gonna work and what's not. So I did the Reverb music review to keep these artists from wasting money. I started it during the pandemic because a good friend of mine, he's a record rep as well. He goes by the name of TJ Chapman. He's from Florida. TJ has worked with Trap Beckham. He's worked with B.O.B. He has platinum and gold records. He's really, really well known on the business side of the industry for helping a lot of artists get their music out to DJs and radio stations. But I saw during the pandemic, he started doing it. I'm like, man, that's a good idea. And I really wanted to do it then, but I'm like, damn, I don't want my nigga to think I'm stealing the shit. But then he ends up stopping. Like, he just stops out the blue. He don't do it no more. He was like, hey, he got tired of it. He got to be. So that's when I said, well, you know what? If he tired of it, let me get in here and do it, Dan. And that's when I started doing it. I've been doing it for 3.5 years. I found some amazing artists. I've given amazing artists advice, plugged a lot of good artists in with people who can help them. I found a lot of good records. It keeps my ears fresh. It keeps me on point with what's going on in the music industry because, you know, once you get to a point where you're only working with the artists who are up here, you sort of lose touch of what's going on down here. But man, I love it. I love giving advice. I feel like a lot of people, they are now doing music review shows, but they don't have the credentials I have. They don't have the ear that I have. So that's why they come and they go. They fizzle out. You know what I'm saying? They do it for about a cool, 2-3 months, and then next thing you know, they don't do it no more. I'm 3 years in. And the Reverb is an actual show. You know what I'm saying? I run it like it's an actual show. It's not about me dissing artists or trashing artists. Like, it is a real live show. You can watch it and be entertained. I make it into a real live show. People who don't even listen to rap music or people who have no ties to the industry at all, they watch it because they enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? They enjoy hearing people get their music flushed down the toilet.
I was gonna ask you about that part. Do the artists like getting their feelings about that?
Of course, because their music is their baby. Their music is like their children. So it's just like somebody telling you your child is ugly. They be wanting to fight. They be wanting to fight. They be on my inbox. Excuse me, they be in my inbox talking crazy.
Really?
Sometimes they'll do it right there in the comments. Man, I've had to tell niggas, man, fuck you, bitch ass nigga. Who you talking to? Man, get the fuck off my live, old hoe ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hard to find. Stop talking. I am not hard to find. Go on my page. You'll see where I'm DJing. That nigga pull up and make sure your hand game is on point. I've had to tell people that. They get super disrespectful sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They get super disrespectful. You tell them their music sucks, they be, oh man, they go in.
They should be happy somebody telling them before they go out there in the whole.
No, you know, I do have, but that's rare. All right, but I do have that. That's a rarity. Most people are super respectful. I've had artists who told me, like, bro, at first I was mad when you told me my record, but then I asked a few people that was like, yeah, nah, that's good advice. I would do that. And they've gone in the studio, made adjustments, made changes, and then brought the record back. And I'm like, yo, this shit crazy.
Wow.
The comments going crazy. The comments is like, yo, this is a hit. This is a hit. They done took it to their local radio station, their local DJs. And then hey, big bro, boy, you was right, my nigga. You was right. Boy, I was mad at first, but nah, you was right. And that's typically how it goes. It's rare. It usually be them little niggas. You know what I'm saying? They music be horrible. They're not going anywhere anyway. They so broke. Look, they so broke they can't even afford the bullets to shoot me.
They can't go fix the music.
You know, they can't even go fix it. They recorded it at home on a $25 mic.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? There's an app. I don't know if it's an app or a computer program. Whenever somebody plays a horrible record, people in the comments always say, I bet you he recorded that on BandLab.
Oh my God.
I don't know what BandLab is. I don't know if it's an app or what. Every time there's a horrible song, the comments go crazy. Man, that sounds like some BandLab shit. So I don't know if that's like some default free program you can use to record yourself. But the comments are always like, I bet you that nigga recorded that shit on BandLab. That shit is trash.
Damn.
I bet you he recorded that on BandLab. So they can't even go back and fix it because they recorded it on BandLab the cheap way. You know what I'm saying? They can't even afford a real engineer. You know?
Oh man, well, they won't be coming back.
No, look, sometimes they do come back.
Even the ones you curse out?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, they come back. They be like, all right, big bro, boy, I got something for you this time, bro.
They trying to prove a point.
Oh no, they just that's usually the return people, the people who get trashed. Like once I tell an artist 2 or 3 times you got good music, then they pretty much already know, like, I'm straight. I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? The show has served its purpose. I know I'm good.
Okay.
It be the ones I'm like, I don't know, bro. Those be the ones who come back every time. Every time I go live, it's like they got their alert set.
Oh my God.
I got something for you, big bro. I'm talking about all throughout the week. They'll text my phone. They'll inbox me. Well, I just left out the studio. When you going live?
Oh my God, dude, you suck. Let it go. Shit.
we had a guy. His name is Jay Verse the World. He's in college now, so he doesn't really have a lot of time to tap in and tune in. But Jay Verse the World used to faithfully submit music. It was horrible.
Oh my God.
It was horrible. But he started getting better after a while. His name is Jay. I got to reach out to him and see what he has going on. You triggered me to think about him, but I gotta see what he got going on. I got to, because he actually started getting better, and then he was like, yo, y'all, I'm in college, bro. I'm in college full time, man. I got me a job.
Good.
Man, music is on the back burner.
Good job.
You know, but
let it go.
But look, I feel like with the right amount of grooming, he could have been one of these people who these little young 17, 18, he makes very good TikTok music. I'll put it that way.
We need plumbers too.
We definitely do.
It's okay.
And plumbers make a lot of money.
A lot
of money.
Listen.
And plumbers, electricians, you know, they make a lot. HVAC people, they make a lot of money.
I'm gonna start coming back on your live just to tell people they shit trash.
Oh man, look, then they're gonna be I've had people who's like, oh my God, I don't go on your show anymore because I comment and then these rappers be in my inbox. Fuck you, you stink bitch.
I'm listen, I'll go toe to toe with him. Come on.
Yeah, man. I'm like, man, he said that, dude, man. Yeah,
I could imagine.
I have about 5 rappers in my inbox. Fuck you know about music, ho. Like, I'm like,
my
damn.
God.
Yeah, they get sensitive about that music. I'm telling you, I told you, it's like telling somebody they got an ugly child.
Dang, it ain't that serious. Good Lord.
Yeah, man.
Well, they said they're gonna be the next big thing.
That's what they think. That's what they think. And you're supposed to feel that way. But you are also supposed to be realistic as well.
Oh God. Let me go to the next question.
Next one. What we got next?
Okay, so tell me about the foundation of music class.
So the recurring theme that we've seen in music since the beginning of time is artists will sell millions of records, they'll tour, their music will be used in TV commercials, on TV shows, in movies. They'll constantly be booked doing shows. And then next thing you know, we hear they're broke. And it's like, how did you sell millions of records, multi-millions of records, and you're broke? And you know, at first we just used to always attribute it to like poor money management.
Right.
Oh, he went out and bought a Maybach. Oh, he went out and bought this 20,000 square foot home with a pool and all that other stuff. Wasn't thinking about maintenance.
Right.
Oh, he bought all this stuff for his team. All his team got jewelry and this, that, and other.
Yeah.
And we attribute it to poor money management. And a lot of it is that. But when I started really, really getting into the music industry, not just playing records, but actually interacting with the artists, interacting with label reps, you know, interacting with lawyers, the people who call the shots, write the checks, I always used to pick their brains about issues like that. And it would always come down to the contract and the royalty rates and how much these record labels would loan them, because you know we never thought that record deals were loans. Right. Now we know it's common knowledge now,
right? But
we never knew up until maybe you know the late 90s, early 2000s that a record deal was a loan. There's a lot of people who still don't know that record deals are loans, you know. But it's impossible to pay back $1 million or $2 million, you know, whenever you're only getting 4 cents per record sale. And it's like, well, I used to work in a record store. We're selling these records for $14, $15. We're selling CDs $14, $15. How are you only getting 4-5 cents off?
Oh my goodness.
You know, like, what did y'all agree to this? You know, like, you agree, you thought you agreed to this? Only get and you start really, really doing a deep dive into just the business side of the music, and you start seeing that these record contracts are super deceptive. You start seeing that the accounting is super deceptive. You start seeing that the record labels and the lawyers are all in this stuff together, and they're all there to con the artist and the producer. And that's one portion of it. The main portion of it is the artists just don't know any better. They don't know what they're up against. So when I started the Foundation of Music, it was to let artists know what you're up against. If you sign a deal and you know you're only getting 4 cents per album sale, at least you know that's what you're getting. Right. So if a nigga give you $1 million, you know you're going to be signed for life. You know what I'm saying? I want artists to be aware of the choices that they make. Right. So that, and I want them to know how the business works. I want them to know all the different ways that they can protect their rights, all the different ways they can make money off of their music, so that they can make educated decisions. Not all record deals are bad. And you do have people who sign, quote unquote, bad record deals who say, yeah, I did it because it was short term. I didn't mind giving up 2 albums so that I could have a full-fledged career, you know, and be making money off of my music 20, 30 years later. You have people like Ja Rule who are still making money off of music that they recorded 20 years ago. You have people like, I hate to put them back to back, but 50 Cent who just came off a tour. You have people like Jeezy, and then you have people like Pastor Troy who 21, 22, 23 years later is still out here getting $15,000, $20,000 a show. You got people like OJ the Juice Man. These are people, Gucci Man. These are people who, you know, were able to be in horrible first record deals, but has paid off in the long run. So some of them will say, sure, yeah, my first record deal was horrible, but when we came back to renegotiate, I had the leverage to make my second record deal so sweet that it made up for how bad my first record deal was. But artists nowadays and producers, just music creators in general, singers and songwriters, they don't know the business. They don't know how the deals are structured. They don't know where the money is coming from. You know, they out here getting their music stolen. They out here getting their music used in commercials. People are reproducing their music and they have no idea, you know, how they could have prevented it. You know, they see bad information on the internet and they just feel like they know everything. And then you go out here and you do some other dumb shit. So the purpose of the class was to enlighten, educate, and empower artists and what just music creators. You know, I hate using the word artist because there are a lot of people who specialize in songwriting. They can't sing or rap a lick, but they can write a hit. You know what I'm saying? And they there's a lot of money on that side of it as well, the publishing side. So the Foundation of Music started off as a 1-day course. It was 5 hours a day, and now it is a 3-day course. We're doing 5 hours a day. I've taught the class in Chattanooga, Tennessee, here in Charlotte. I have upcoming classes in Raleigh. I have upcoming classes in Miami. I'm taking the show on the road. You know, just like an artist. You know, I grind it out just like an artist. I market and promote my classes just like an artist should do their music. Man, I just love the money portion is always a great thing. But I just love feeling like I'm helping people and seeing people actually doing what I tell them to do. They apply it, and people actually come back and tell me, I had no idea that I have $5,000 to $7,000 sitting waiting on me. You know, I just had to go claim the money. I didn't even know it was there. I didn't know how to register my music properly so that I could collect royalties off of this. I didn't know how to copyright my music. I didn't know how to trademark my name. I didn't know how to do all these different things that you taught me how to do. I had no idea that there was money over here and there's money over there. And this company is supposed to pay me for this. I thought this one company paid me for everything, but I was registered with that company. And then I was registered with this company. I was supposed to be registered with this company. Man, just knowing that I'm able to sort of, you know, unclog people's mind and clear people's mind of all the noise and misinformation and point them in the right direction is rewarding. You know what I'm saying? And that's what means more than anything. The money is cool. Naturally, I got bills to pay as well. But you know, man, those thank yous and those sighs of relief when people are like, okay, I was doing it right. I just didn't know who to ask, or damn, I was doing it wrong this whole time. Right. Thank you. You know, the biggest thing is whenever they get that unclaimed money. You know, there's roughly what, $500 to $600 million in unclaimed music royalties that artists can't collect because they never registered their music right. Now, that money will sit for 3 to 5 years, depending on what area that money was coming from. So a lot of times if you go and you register your music, it'll backdate and then you'll get a check. You'll be like, whoa, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had no idea. You know, I've had that happen a few times. I had people call me, God damn, big bro, why I just got a $3,500 check from my PRO from BMI. I had no idea, bro. The money was just sitting. Wow. You know, or like, oh shit, Sound Exchange just found me. They said, you know, I had all this money sitting. I had no idea I had money just sitting around chilling, waiting on me.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, stuff like that, man, is the rewarding aspect of it is what keeps me going.
That's good. Let me see if I got. Oh, I ain't got no music yet.
Look, you can go make some, man. Look, nowadays people making money off everything.
Oh, Lord, tell me about it.
Everything. It don't even look. If it's catchy, you can sell it. If it's catchy, you can. You got people who ain't even making no music. You know what I'm saying? They making sounds.
Just sounds.
You know what I'm saying? Sounds, and they making money off of it.
Oh Lord, don't give me no ideas. Cause you know I'll be here by myself creating shit.
Exactly.
So explain to me how the music industry night works with the Charlotte Hornets. How'd you link up with them? How'd that go?
So that actually fell in my lap. It wasn't anything that I set out to do. It wasn't anything that I had this huge idea and plan, and I made a presentation and I went to the Hornets and they bought into it. The Hornets actually came to me. They came up with Music Industry Night. It was supposed to be a Hornets event. And some things happened on the logistics side. The Hornets rep at the time, shout out to my man Shelby Palubiak. Also shout out to Barry, that's his homeboy, who I think they went to school together, but they were the original founders or creators of Music Industry Night. And they brought me in because they needed a homegrown feel. They needed somebody who had some industry plugs, industry connections. They needed a face. They needed a name to put behind it. And man, I came in and they basically, Shelby basically told me, look, if you can make this night successful, because we've had some bumps in the road. This is the first Music Industry Night. So we've had some bumps in the road, but if you can make this night successful, it can be yours. I'll give it to you. It's yours. Make it successful. I ain't got no money for you right now. You know what I'm saying? He was like, somebody ran off with some of the money that was in the budget. I ain't got no money for you right now. You know, none whatsoever. I can get you a huge guest list. Everybody you want can get in free. I can get them all up. I get you a VIP suite to watch the game. I can get you all this stuff, but I ain't got no cash to give you. But at that point, I saw the vision and I saw what I could do with it. And I said, I don't need the money. Give me the opportunity. I'll create the money. And that's what I was able to do. The first Music Industry Night was right before the pandemic, man. We knocked the ball out the park. It was an amazing event, and it's been mine ever since. So the goal of Music Industry Night, again, is to educate and empower. You know what I'm saying? We want artists to leave from Hornets Music Industry Night feeling like they know the industry, feeling like they have met the people who make the music industry tick. All right. Meeting the check writers, meeting the people who push the records, meeting the people who are behind the scenes. A lot of people want to perform and they think it's a showcase and all that, but it's not.
Really?
No.
That's what I thought it was.
No, the artists are just there for entertainment. But I fly in record reps from all over the country. Interscope Records, Columbia Records, Def Jam, Sony. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Empire. So the goal of it is to educate. The panels, the seminars are the goal. In the performances are just there for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And also to give people an opportunity to showcase their talent to the people from the major record labels and to the radio people, the DJs, the publicists, the media people who are there as well. Because you know, I try to get the who's who. I really want to plug the dots. That is the main goal, to educate and empower, and then to plug those connect the dots, plug people in who are working with the people who have already worked and made it.
Oh, see, I thought it was a whole showcase.
No, man, look, I would look, if it was a showcase, boy, I would be making money. I have yet to really make a profit off Hornets music industry. Now, I've spent so much money on plane tickets and rooms and promo and food and accommodations and all that for the people who I fly in for my panelists, that, you know, I have yet to turn a profit off of it. But if I ran it like it was a showcase, for 4 hours, y'all could perform at the Spectrum Center and everybody pay me $250. I'll walk out that bitch with 20 bands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could run it like that.
Right.
But I don't want it to be like that. I want, first off, we got to screen the music anyway, because I can't have y'all in the Spectrum Center talking crazy, you know, about some of the shit that y'all do anyway.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't about to have that on me.
Right.
So we screen the music for lyrics, explicit lyrics and explicit content, and offensive content as well. But then we screen it for quality. We want it to be, excuse me, a few levels up from a showcase. A showcase, anybody could get in who got money. Like, here go $250, here go $300. Here you go. I got people who calling me now, like, be a bro, boy, I got a band for you right now for me and my niggas to come perform. And I go to their YouTube page and I'm like, no, as much as I would love to take this $1,000 from you now, y'all is not about to get up here talking about smoking on this nigga, fucking on this nigga bitch, you know, running down on the ops and all that.
Oh my
God. Can't do that here. We can't do that here. Female artists, they want to do the same thing. Oh, my boyfriend say he gonna pay for me to perform, or my nigga say he got this. No, you're not about to get up here talking about your pussy. I can't do that.
Oh boy.
Do you know what I'm saying? As much as I would love to take your boyfriend or your sugar daddy money, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And we need a platform for artists who actually have good music.
Right.
And that's what I want it to be, and that's what it is. So I let artists know, hey, buy a ticket, come learn the music industry and how it works. Come get connected with the people who can play your records and people who can sign you, and you may be able to perform if your music is good enough.
So, okay, so when they get the ticket, the only guarantee is that you're coming.
Yeah, the only ticket is you're going to come and you're going to meet them people who are on them flyers.
So how do you determine if somebody's going to perform?
So you submit your music. First, you got to buy a ticket because, like I said, the goal of the event is enrichment and sharing knowledge and plug.
Okay.
Right? Plugging people in, connecting people, networking. The goal of the event is not for y'all to perform.
Okay.
So first, you have to see the value in the people who are going to be there anyway. You have to see the value in the overall event. And the people who see the value in the event and buy a ticket, now you can submit your music for a chance to perform.
Okay.
Right? So the Hornets go through the music. They listen to it just to make sure that it's acceptable for them.
Okay.
And then they send it to me and they say, hey, we got 150 records. These are the 20 and that's a real live thing. They listen to 150, 200 records, and they send me a very small percentage that they actually like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or that meets their criteria. You got artists, I'll tell them, man, the music had to be clean. First record out their mouth is fuck that whole ass nigga. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, you know that. Look, then they get mad when the Hornets send them an email back saying, hey, we regret to inform you that your music didn't get chosen. They call me, damn, big bro, they ain't like my shit, this, that, and other. So I may, depending on the person, I may holler at my people from the Hornets and be like, hey, the artist so-and-so submitted music. They say you got a reason, because they don't tell you in the email why they rejected it. And I'll call them and they'll be like, yeah, listen to this real quick. And the first word is a curse word.
My God.
They're like, we didn't even listen to it past that. The minute he the first, oh man, I sent the wrong version of the record.
Really?
Oh, bro. I'm like, yeah, well, it's too late, bro. You know what I'm saying? They ain't about to, be going back and forth with y'all. They probably don't even like rap music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you submit the music. If they like the music, if they feel like the music meets their criteria, then they send it over to me for final approval.
Okay.
And then I email the artist back to different packages and places where we have slots for them to perform at. So they can do the national anthem. We have a pregame performance. As people are coming to the arena, they can perform on the arena floor. Also outside of the arena in the plaza, we do a big block party before, if weather permits, which we typically get away with it. We have yet to get rained out or the weather has yet to be bad. So I'm hoping that, God continues to see fit to let us do the block party before the game. And then we have performances at the music conference. And if there is no event after the game or the day after, if there is no event the day after the game for the Spectrum Center, then after the game, we go down to the court and they let us perform on the court after the game.
Okay.
So the Hornets, they open up the whole building for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all want to do, Chuck, y'all do it just as long as they don't be on no bullshit.
Okay, look at you, see, Big Chuck, not the little one.
Big Chuck, not the little one. First person in the NBA with a music industry night.
That's
first DJ with his own night. Period. And if you start talking about the Hornets, first black man with his own night that I can control, that I am in at least 85% control of.
That's big.
You know what I'm saying? So,
pretty big.
I turned down the money so that I could have the control. They offered me a big check just to come out and be the face and to host it and to advise them. But once they started telling me, the demographic of the event may change, then I said, you know what? I got to go through y'all for this. I basically am just going to be the face of the event and the host. Like, I really don't have no control over who performs. I don't have any control over who the panelists are. Like, all that. No, I'm not about to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not about to do it. Y'all can keep the paper. I'll make my paper my way. Just give me full control.
Yeah.
Because our culture needs something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need it. And I feel like, if I'm in the position to take care of us, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Absolutely.
Everybody else will probably chase the money. I say, you know what? I need to control. I need to make sure we represent it right.
Oh yeah. See, that's why they hired you.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Now we going into number 6. This will be my 6th music industry night on March 9th.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Look. You need me to carry a bag or something?
I got you. You want to come? I got you. Look. I got you. I'll put you on the guest list. That ain't no problem.
Closed mouth don't get
for real. No, I'll put you on the guest list. Look, like I said, the Hornets, they be like, here, whatever. Because I make the team. Let's just be honest with you. I make the team cool.
Well, you're right.
I make the team cool. And that's not something that I just came up with. I'm not poking my chest out. That came from internally. Okay. There's Hornets employees who was like, yo, you make the team cool, bro. First off, we lose.
Oh Lord!
First off, we have one of the worst records in the NBA consistently. You know what I'm saying? That's just first off. Then on top of that, when you start talking about the urban community, blacks in general, people who are part of the hip hop culture, nobody thinks the team is cool, bro. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, you add a level of coolness to the team. You add that fresh hip, just overall vibe.
Yeah.
Like, you get people who buy tickets, who come to the event, and then it's bigger than just buy tickets and come to the games and come to the event. But you're talking about merchandise. Whenever I do a music industry night, shit, everybody goes and buys up all the Hornets apparel out of Dick's Sporting Goods. They go to the team store. Like, I actually make people interested in the Hornets.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I make the Hornets cool.
Yeah.
Because
my neighbor, he gave me and my son some tickets. He got season tickets. So we went to the game. My son was like, ready to go.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, like I've been able to get our people to be able to sing the national anthem on nights that are not Hornets nights. I've been able to submit some of our people to be able to do halftime shows and to do the pregame or primetime show, so that we're represented.
Right.
You got to make the team look cool. You got to get influencers there. You got to get the people who are popping locally there.
It's Charlotte, for God's sake.
Exactly. You got to have somebody who's ingrained in the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what advice would you give to an older artist that like really wants to make it in the industry?
Find your demographic and market yourself to your demographic. All right. Don't get out here and be 50 years old and talk about, you running down on the ops and you out here with the Jordans on, with the skinny jeans below your ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not it. You're not that ship has sailed, my boy. That ship has sailed. Make age appropriate music and market your music to age appropriate people, and you will find some level of success. Okay.
That was a great answer.
Yeah, because a lot of the older like people put an age on hip hop, and hip hop is barely 50 years old. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keeps saying, oh, hip hop is a young man's game. It's a young man's game. Well, I mean, if you think about it, it's a young genre of music. So I get how you would think that, but too many people hear that and they feel like they have to make music for young people. There's no way you should be 40 years old talking about bitch pop that pussy. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. Make age appropriate music. I agree. You know what I'm saying? Market yourself at age appropriate clubs. Don't go out here to superstars with the teeny boppers. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Knowing you 40 years old. Trying to push your music. They don't want to hear that, bro. No, you need to go to 704. You need to go to 5400.
Oh, that's my spot.
That's deep. Exactly. That's where you need. If I'm 40 years old and I'm making rap music or I'm making R&B music or I'm making Southern soul music, that's where you need to go.
Yeah, because see, I mean, and it sucks that hip hop gets this label. I mean, because it just is what it is. Like, I think it's because of the image of hip hop.
Exactly.
So an old person doing hip hop to me is just awkward. It's just weird, and I'm not buying it because it's not, to me, it's not authentic.
Exactly.
It doesn't look real. So, Papa, just go.
I mean, my thing is if it's, I feel like it's kind of late to. There's an age limit on starting.
I agree with that,
but there's not an age limit on if you've already been doing it. Like I said, you got 50 Cent. He 44 years old. He's still out here doing it.
Yeah.
Pastor Troy is probably about the same at 45, 46. You got a Trick Daddy. He's still doing tours.
Yeah, that's different because they started out like this is their career. That's what
exactly. They
started
out young. They have a fan base, and they're catering to their fan base. And when you go to the Trick Daddy concert, there are people there. I'm 42 years old. I'm
singing the song.
37 and up. It's all of us. We all in there together. You know what I'm saying? But when I see artists who are in their 40s or late 30s and they start trying to be the young niggas, they start trying to be that versus being a mentor, versus being an OG. Now you want to be out there with the little young niggas? You want to be in the field with them? No, come on, man.
Don't do it. So what do you say about like an artist that's like they've been doing it for a while, but they haven't had success in it, and they're still doing it?
You can definitely do hip hop music as a hobby. You know what I'm saying? You can do hip hop music as a hobby.
You said that so nicely. Like,
I mean, because that's what it is at that point. If you've been doing it for that long and it's not getting you anywhere as far as the attention of a major label or even a smaller sub label, and you just do it because you love it, you like it, you're good at it, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Nobody tells the old white man on the golf course who never played in a PGA golf tournament or won a Masters tournament, oh, you too old to be playing golf, nigga, get off the golf course.
But what if the older guy thinks he's really gonna blow?
It's possible. It's possible. You know what I'm saying? Is he doing what's necessary to blow? Like I said, is he at 5400? Is he at 704 promoting his music? Or is he at Superstars? trying to promote his music.
Anything's possible, but it's probable.
No. It's that, I mean, the probability is slim even for the young niggas.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The probability is just slim across the board.
Yeah.
But I always tell people, man, if you're making age appropriate music and you're in age appropriate spots, you can be successful. You may not blow. You may not blow. You may not, and then that depends on your definition of blowing up. Because I do know a lot of older artists who they get invited to a lot of these ciphers and these battles, and they make a little bit of money off of that. They get them a nice little live band, and they're able to play at these nice clubs and venues.
That's cool.
Exactly.
I think that's
cool. You know what I'm saying? And they're able to they're entertainment.
The label's not signing
a label probably may not sign you. You know what I'm saying? They probably won't, even though it's hard to get signed anyway as a label. Yeah. You need to focus on being independent. I feel like most artists nowadays need to focus on independence. All artists.
I agree.
All need to focus on independence.
Yeah.
And then let a label come to you.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And that's just period. No matter what your age group is, find a community of people who like your music and enjoy your music. Interact with your community, sell merch, do private shows. Make sure you monetize everything you do. There's something that I came up with. It used to be called the $50 rule, and I turned it into the $100 rule. The $50 rule is a rule that the labels have, and they say if at any point in time a consumer walks up to a music creator and they want to spend $50 with you, can they? Most of the times it's no. You have no show that you're doing that you can sell them a ticket to. You have no hoodies, no t-shirts, no CDs, no DVDs of your videos. You have no fitted hats, no beanies, no keychains, no custom Stanley cups that just got you on the what they call tumblers. No tumblers. You don't have no poster you can sign for. There's no way a fan can love you and see you out and be like, man, I love you, bro. Man, I got $50, bro. But man, what you got on? I just want to buy something from you, my nigga. I love you so much. My kids love you. What? Most of the time, all they can say is go stream my music. I got
follow me on IG.
Yeah, I got a video on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that they can offer you.
Well, y'all can buy some apparel at thecorequeen.com.
Hey, there it is. But seriously, all business people need something that they can monetize.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need custom 5-pound weights, custom resistance bands.
I got all of that.
Thecorequeen.com. Corequeen.com.
There you go.
There it is. And even if don't nobody buy it, you got it.
Oh yeah. Oh, they buying.
Oh,
I got
good.
custom waist trainers too.
See, there it is. You know what I'm saying? Get you some supplements. They got them white label supplements now.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
That my plant-based protein.
Oh, yeah. See, there it is. You need product. You need merch.
Oh yeah.
So just apply that $100 rule. If somebody walks up, oh girl, you look good. Oh my God, are you involved with fitness? Oh my God, what I got to do? I got $100 I want to spend to look like you.
Get this waist trainer, baby.
Boom, exactly. Get this waist trainer.
You want to be snatched,
and you can subscribe to my personal workouts on my IG channel. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Come on,
see, you got it. You got to have it.
Always.
A lot of people don't got it. Unfortunately,
that's a shame.
You know,
they got IG. I want to play a game with you real fast.
Let's do it.
Rapid fire.
All right. Rapid fire.
I ain't gonna get you in too much trouble.
Man, let's do it.
No,
let's see what you got for me.
It ain't nothing bad.
Let's see what you got for me.
All right. First question. This is an easy one. Chris Brown or Usher?
Usher. For me. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Usher.
But
I'm 42 years old. So you know what I'm saying? If I was 32, it would probably be Chris Brown.
Yeah. I'm gonna take you back in the day.
Okay.
BET Uncut or Rap City in the Basement?
Rap City Basement.
I knew you.
BET, but see, BET Uncut, it was just ass and titties. Like the music sucked.
I need a tip drill.
Yeah, they had. Look, I had there's a guy. He goes by the name of Natalac. He lives here in Well, I think he lives in Columbia, South Carolina. But he used to be on BET Uncut. He's the first person that I ever met from BET Uncut. He had a song called Pimp of the City. He had like he still wears hair long and permed out with the pimp cup. But I remember him from BET Uncut. And when I bumped into him, I said, yo, you the nigga from I'm talking about he had all the naked ladies in the video, all the strippers. God. Yeah, his name is Natalie.
Seems like that's regular videos now.
Yeah, nowadays that's what they pioneered it.
Sick. Let me just be quiet.
You sick of the thought rap and the booties and all that?
No,
no, that's you don't like that.
Get some creativity in the video.
I mean, nah, seriously.
Jeez, I'm like, I think the baby like the only one that really come up with like real creative videos.
Yep.
Everybody else do the same thing.
Yep. I mean, they be on a limited budget. They be like, "Hey, girl, I got $100 for you and $50 for whoever else you can bring. I just need y'all to shake y'all ass for 15 minutes."
Oh my God.
That's it. Just shake your ass for 15 minutes.
Oh shit. Yeah. All right. Erykah Badu or Jill Scott?
Jill Scott.
Oh, okay. Jilly from Philly.
Remember when she was doing a little mic thing? Yeah,
that's
boy.
Let me be
Erykah Badu pussy be driving people crazy. I'm fine on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm fine. She got
like,
that.
He wasn't the same after that.
Yeah, nah, she got that witch pussy. Nah, I'm straight. But Jill Scott, she seemed like she's so pleasant.
And don't she? She like she smell good.
She definitely. She's very pleasant. Very pleasant.
Her voice is just calming.
It is.
Yeah.
Erykah Badu seemed like you always got to square up with her. Like she always combative about something.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, Jill Scott seemed like, you could tell her something. Yes, baby. Whatever you want. How much you did. Here go all my credit cards. Whatever you need.
Yeah, I love Jill. All right, last one. Traditional woman or a modern woman?
Traditional by far.
I knew you from the country. You definitely
I'm traditional
all day.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, a modern woman is cool if we're going to be doing business together. You know what I'm saying? I definitely would probably not do business with a traditional woman. All right. I probably would not. Modern women by far, because the modern woman, she's all about being a hustler. She's all about the money. She's all about the business. She's all about, stacking the bread. She's all about flipping the bread. She's a go-getter, all that. Traditional woman, great at home. Great at home. Because she's going to put the family first. She's going to put my personal needs first. But business-wise, I would probably have to do too much. I probably have to do too much. I probably have to take the helm all the time, put everything up. She would follow directions very good. But sometimes in business, you need people who going to be go-getters, who going to go out here and make it happen for you. I'm not able to point you in the right direction and tell you what needs to be said or done. I need you to go out here and make it happen while I'm over here going to make it happen on this end. But relationship wise, traditional all the way.
Okay,
traditional all the way. Because I'm traditional, so I mean, I can't be with I feel like I couldn't be with a modern woman. It wouldn't work.
I can't. Well, people just, I don't know why, but probably because they've never been in a relationship with me, so they don't know. But I'm super traditional on
Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I would have never thought. Let me stop.
People just don't think that. I'm like, I'm the biggest softie in the world. I swear, like super traditional, and it's ridiculous.
How many days a week you cook for your man?
Well, I cook every day anyway, because I'm a coach. I'm a fitness coach. I'm a nutritionist, so I cook every day.
So you would just,
I cook every day.
You could come every day, eat with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I cook.
What about rubbing feet?
I don't like feet, but I do. I'll do it. I don't like feet, just in general. But I mean, my man, I rub his feet. I oil them, massage, all that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I'm a very traditional.
Never thought. I'd always used to think you were more of a modern.
No, not even close. Okay. I fix plates. Don't come in my kitchen at all. I got that. He don't know where nothing at in there.
Splitting the bills 50-50 or 100-100?
I think
he pay 100, you pay 100.
It's seasonal. It depends on who is in what. If he wants to pay them all, I don't care. But I don't mind paying all the bills, or depends on the season.
Oh, okay. All right. Look, that's that. I would have never guessed that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What if he tell you got to put your clothes on IG?
That's fine.
Oh,
you paying for the clothes?
What if he say you can't post no more provocative pictures? Only when you working out. You can wear that. You can wear the.
I don't think I would even date a guy like that though.
What if he like, baby? I don't like the fact that you sticking your tongue out on the gram.
I wouldn't date a guy like that.
You wouldn't do that? Why not?
Because I'm a expressive person. So,
but
that's only just pictures. Like I'm
not.
Why
don't you take the picture? You can send it to me.
He's taking the pictures most of the time.
Oh, okay. So, I was about to say, because
most of the pictures he's taking them, or the concepts he's.
Because most of the time stuff is cool, and this is I go through it as a man as well. Everything is cool whenever you single. I can get online, I can tell jokes, I can joke about anything, I can repost anything. It's all fun and games. And she'll be right there in the comments. Hey, you're so funny. Oh my God, you have such an amazing personality. Then the minute we start dating, now it's like, so you just gonna go out here and entertain everybody. You gotta entertain all the bitches. You ha. You a fucking comedian now. Wait, hold on. It was cool whenever you was laughing at it, but now all of a sudden I can't repost Kevin Samuels. I can't repost. Like I can't. All of a sudden now it's a problem. But I know women. The same thing happens with women.
See, I'm not like that unless you've done something to make me that way. Like if you've broken the trust, then I might be there. And I'm still not. I'm just not a clingy type person like that. Like people gonna do what they want to do. So there's nothing I can do about that.
Gotcha.
I mean, I trust you. I trust you. If I don't, I don't.
So do you believe in? I'm gonna act a certain way when I'm single, but then whenever I am in a relationship, okay,
I'm always the same. I am who I am.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I pull back a little bit if I'm seeing somebody, but because I don't ever want to give the impression that you single. I mean, you single. Oh, you in a relationship? I can't tell. That'd be the first thing they say. I can't tell because of how I conduct myself online.
Well, because I'm selling something though. Like this is my brand.
Gotcha.
Like, this is who I am. Like I'm an actress. Like I'm a model. I do these things.
Gotcha.
So I'm nothing like this at home. Like
I be the same way. I be telling females like, that's just the internet. Like I'm having fun. I'm social. I'm a sociable guy. But at home it's I'm over here fixing your alternator. I'm I'm killing bugs. I'm cooking because I like just like you. I cook 5 days a week. The other 2 days I be telling my son like, man, y'all gotta order some pizza or something. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I cook 5 days a week. I'm extremely handy. I'm always, sort of taking the I drive every place. Right. Women be like, oh my God, you drive everywhere. You open doors and you drive. I'm like, damn, niggas don't be driving everywhere. No. I mean, that's typically how they look at me. Like, no, niggas. First off, they gotta have a car. I'm like, damn, niggas don't be having no car. Anyway,
where the collection plate at?
Let me stop. Let me stop. We can go on and on and on. I'd be surprised. I'm like, man, and you talked to him for how many years or how many months? Like, geez, you let that happen for that long?
Daddy issues.
But sometimes that's what it be, man. or it be because now we got social media just makes everybody feel like they need to show off to everybody. So even if it's a little piece of a man, if I can show off my man, if I can post my man, you know what I'm saying?
Post nobody.
I mean, me either. I will only post you the next time or anytime. It's been a while since I've even posted a female, but the next time anybody will see a female on my page that I'm seeing will be the video of me on one knee proposing. That it's gonna come out the blue. They'll be like, damn, I didn't even know he was sinning. I mean, naturally, I don't hide anybody. Right. If you see us out, then you see us out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you see us out, you see us out. If you see somebody in the DJ booth with me, or if you see somebody, at a comedy show with me, or at an event, then it is what it is. I'm not hiding nothing. Yeah. But as far as social media goes,
I'll take my embarrassment in private.
Well, I'll put it this way: I feel like you can't embarrass me until you my fiance.
Well, I'm saying like heartbreak and all, like
heartbreak,
putting all this out, and then
and then you got to backtrack. That's a bit much. No, that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. Yeah, no, I can't do that, and that's what that's what prompted me to just come up with my whole, if you see him, look, if I post him to my page, if you see him on my page, I'm gonna be proposing to her. That's what it's gonna be.
Well, y'all will never see mine because I'm not getting married. So
ever?
No.
Why not? What's wrong with marriage?
I'm good.
Oh,
I've been married before.
Yeah, I can see you sound like my mom. My mom's like, yeah, never happening again. My parents were married like 32, 33 years. It was up there. But she's like, yeah, not interested. I'm like, damn, I want you to get married. I want you to get a boyfriend.
I mean, I would do like a committed relationship, but legally, no, I don't want to do that again.
Prenup.
Not even that part. I'm cool. Like we can do a power of attorney or something.
But I don't. A committed relationship forever? Like never take it to the next step?
Same thing. It's just a piece of paper. I can get a power of attorney to do the same thing.
You don't have a wedding, but you'll still get married.
I'm not gonna get married at all.
You're not gonna get married at all?
No.
Okay.
I don't need the government to tell me to split my money with somebody.
I get it.
To change my tax bracket. Like, no, I don't need none of that.
I mean, but you can be married filing separate, right?
I don't even need to do none of that.
Okay.
Just have a power of attorney and a will, and we good.
No, I get it. I totally understand.
Yeah, and I don't want him to stay here either. You got to stay in your own house.
No, because I've never been married, and I've never lived with a woman.
Yeah,
never. So I do have those apprehensions myself. Like, could I? Like after living on my own for this long, could I? Like that right there is a
just come visit.
Yeah,
you can sleep over each other's
like
house.
Could I? Yeah,
it's a lot. It's just a big commitment, and it's a lot.
No, I know. I understand. I have a lot of
miss
friends
you.
who
I don't
married.
want you to be here every day.
Yeah,
but anyway, I got one more question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
This is the question I end my show with.
Okay.
I ask every guest the same question. What advice would you give 15-year-old David?
Invest in Bitcoin.
I did not expect that answer.
Invest in Bitcoin, young nigga.
Oh my God.
Take all that money you making off of mixtapes, all that money that you just over here throwing in the strip clubs, spending on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? All that money you just out here using to show off to your friends. And you just over here blowing on dumb shit. Take $5,000 and put it in Bitcoin. If I would have put $5,000 in Bitcoin, not when I was 15. There wasn't no Bitcoin when I was 15. I think it probably came around like maybe 19, 20, somewhere around there. But if I would have done that, I would have definitely been a multi-millionaire. Multi.
Yeah.
Because I haven't done anything in my life that I like regret. Like I've never been to jail. So it isn't like I'm gonna be like, yeah, stay away from this nigga, like right. Don't get wrapped up in this, I made a lot of good decisions. And even the bad decisions that I made, like I learned so much from them. I've had a really, really great life, really fantastic life. I've met a lot of great people. I've had a lot of ups and downs, but man, it's been an adventure. I don't feel like there's anything critical that I could tell myself that would change the trajectory of my life to where I am now.
Okay.
Other than take $5,000 of that money that you blowing, put it in Bitcoin, and when you get 40 years old, 38, 39 years old, Bitcoin is gonna peak, and you're gonna be a multi-millionaire. Take it all out.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I wouldn't be equipped to handle millions of dollars in my 20s at all. And even in my early 30s, I didn't wake up until I was 30.
The light bulb didn't.
It didn't click till I was 30.
Yeah.
So yeah, now and I would probably tell myself, buy out all of the KN97 masks, there's gonna be a pandemic. There's gonna be a pandemic that comes. Buy out all the masks.
Oh my God.
There's gonna be a pandemic that comes, and you can make $1 billion fucking dollars.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? In the year 2018, start buying masks and just put them in your garage, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Fill your whole, buy a storage unit and just buy a bunch of masks.
They would look at you like you was crazy. And
Yep,
2020 hit.
Because in 2020, boy, you about to be out here a billionaire off of masks.
Oh my God.
Either one of the two, Bitcoin or masks. That's what I would tell myself.
Okay. Well, that's some good advice.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, because I mean, you got to think, if I had a couple $1 million 3 years ago, whew, oh my God. Business savvy, smart, no real addictions, no vices. Man, I would put that money to good use.
Yeah.
I probably own the Hornets. When Michael Jordan sold, I'd probably be like, how much, bro? Let me get that.
Well, hindsight.
I know, right?
I guess foresight, because we know now. But
yeah.
Well, I really enjoyed you being on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I learned so much tonight.
That's great.
That I didn't know. And I dispelled a lot of rumors that I heard about you. So I'm so happy that I got you on the show.
That's good.
And I didn't tell you any of the rumors. I just wanted to ask questions.
Gotcha.
Get you to say what you needed to say. And I'm excited that you got on here and you just said you're awesome. I'm excited that you were here, and I appreciate you.
Man, look, I appreciate the invitation.
You are so welcome. This is a part of the show where I let my guests tell what they need to tell, let people know how to follow them. If you want to announce anything, promote anything, the floor is yours.
Look, make sure you text me ASAP. All right, text me at 843-279-8483. You can get in contact with me for whatever you need. Also, it will automatically sign you up for my text blast list. That way you can keep up with everything I got going on, from my music business classes to my showcases, to my seminars, to parties, promo opportunities that I have. And then follow me on all platforms at DJ Chuck T. So that's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and I think that's it. Oh, and that's my YouTube channel as well, at DJ Chuck T. Tune in to the Reverb Music Review every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. on my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok Live. Also follow at the Foundation of Music on Instagram to keep up with my music business classes and find out my dates and when I'm coming to your city.
That's it, y'all. I told y'all he was the man. But y'all know how we do here at the Core Queen Podcast, where we get fit, we talk shit, and we are getting fit physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. No sugarcoating. Y'all know I'm your girl, the Core Queen, and I help individuals lose weight, get in amazing shape without starving yourself or spending hours a day in the gym. And you big back bitches know what I like to say. Come holler at your girl. Do a consultation with me, and I'll help you out.
How many burpees can you do in a minute?
I don't know.
You never
like timed it.
You never timed it? Oh,
no.
Okay.
But
sorry for interrupting.
You're fine. Well, maybe I'll time it tomorrow. Who knows?
Hey.
But y'all know what I like to say. Please make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit that notification bell, let your people know about the podcast. If you want to be a guest and I like you enough, I'll let you come on, and we will see y'all next week. We are out.